It's Week 4 of the National Football League, where we'll see a rematch from Super Bowl 12. It's the Broncos and the Cowboys, just ahead on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gordon, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they come in 0-3 and in desperate. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year of the NFL now.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And they needed to be because the game is a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of the game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
First carry now for Jaleel McLaughlin. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. To throw is Nix. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
Defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Throwing Nix. He'll get that complete to Franklin. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down. To throw, here's Nix. Throw out wide is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And the Broncos first down.
Here's Nix once more. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Greg Dulcich, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
This to the sideline and over everybody. Incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. Dancing away at the 35. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Here's third and a few inches. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Cowboys first down.
Now Prescott. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
He was covered by Patrick Surtain.
Now Prescott. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Prescott from the gun on third. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Brandon Aubrey on for the Cowboys field goal.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
First down, Broncos.
On the handoff, McLaughlin. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. In motion left goes a tight end. Here's Nix. Short throw caught by Dulcich. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Denver.
Nix from the shotgun. Same connection. Dulcich once again. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Now a first and 10 at the 11. Operating from the gun. Here's Nix. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Franklin. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Now it's Nix. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Only able to gain a couple there. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Nix looking to throw again. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The kick by Lutz is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Prescott down. And he slings one that's incomplete. When you look at this Bronco defense, they come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing it out throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Prescott to throw it. That is caught. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 31. Prescott off play action. That is incomplete. The Cowboys at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
and you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win, this might be something we see from them a lot this year. Touchdown! Cowboys! Jalen Tolbert, 31 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy. Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take it.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And they're just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
For a Cowboys.
Here's Prescott. The throw right side here going to be incomplete. Jalen Tolbert to target that time. But it'll be 2nd down. But you look at this Bronco defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach,
that is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jake Ferguson, 30 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
remember the one-dimensional tight ends who just put their hand in the ground and block people? Well, if you're that guy now, you're probably a fullback in an I formation offense. These tight ends nowadays can do everything. Block, run, and catch. Beautiful connection for a touchdown.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead is now 13-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Denver's offense now set to go. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Next to the air. And that one to the right side and incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. To throw is Prescott. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. The give is to McLaughlin. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now. Working out of the gun is Nix. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Everyone's scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 30. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here comes Chuba Hubbard. Let's take a closer look at it. A good job in the passing game. Decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
At the 42-yard line.
Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he'll get nothing out of that one.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they thought they were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Finding Tolbert here over the middle. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, Prescott. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing, Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 39. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third.
For many people, that's not your standard play call in that third down situation. But for so many offenses, they just want the ball in the hands of their playmakers in open space. And after he caught it, he did a nice job picking up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Prescott looking left side, and he's got a man. That's more. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll run for it. It's Hubbard. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got it complete to Tolbert. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. From the 21, here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
13 yards on the play. That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Hubbard. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Now Prescott. This will be caught about the 5. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And it's caught. And they'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 2nd and 10. Throwing Nix. Short throw caught by Dulcich. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his quick catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. On the ground, here's McLaughlin. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. To throw is Nix. And that's going to be caught by Sutton. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line. He's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Nix. That's into the hands of McLaughlin. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the 1st half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to forward. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. To throw, here's Nix. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Franklin. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. They'll look to throw again. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the 2nd half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now Prescott. Looking for the outright. He's got more. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. More from you and Charles in a bit. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in the late window.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Cowboys offense and Dak Prescott getting ready to go once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Prescott to throw it. That is incomplete. And now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This will be fielded at the 17. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
They'll send a tight end in motion right. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. Same connection, Dulcich once again. And he will have a Broncos first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Now it's Nix. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee Bradley has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
In every game, teams are looking for that momentum shift, and that run there, the offense feels like, hey, maybe we can get something going, but defensively, they've slowed them down the entire game. They don't want to turn into more. They're going to try and figure out a way to take it back on this next play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Nix working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. In motion, the tight end. Operating from the gun. Here's Nix. And this one complete again to Mims. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Wanted a little extra space. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 3. In motion left goes Sutton. Nix going to tap this forward. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Nix to the air. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now 2nd and 5. Here's McLaughlin. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 and the 34. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. to throw. Nix. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Now Lutz for the field goal try. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. The kick by Lutz is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within one score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. And now we're going to get a stoppage. Remember, the Cowboys shake it up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 4.
At the 32-yard line.
Prescott. It's caught. Tolbert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a 1st down. Throwing. Prescott. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 49-yard line.
Prescott from the gun. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting set for this next possession. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him. And he'll look to keep it rolling right here. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Carry from McLaughlin. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
In motion goes the tight end. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Throwing Nix. That's taken in by Franklin. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded just inside the 20. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front seven can get him down.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Back now in Arlington. Ball on the 27. Here's a second down and 4. To throw is Nix. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Here's Nix. That is caught, and he will have the Broncos first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. A little juke. And out across midfield down to the 45. 54 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To throw, here's Nix.
Offense is moving it a little bit, out back on their heels, but they have a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They'll run. It's McLaughlin. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Another toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Nix. Under pressure, and he will go down. Set back at the 38. Tyrell Dodson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. And that's going to be incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll start out here with the option left. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
At the 37-yard line.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
That's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right
Still
in front
first
of him.
down.
He has to watch it move first.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. On the handoff, it's Hubbard. Ooh, the juke. Call it a gain of 4. Leaves him with options here on 2nd and just a yard.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Good throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a 1st down. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so he can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. So a great play there for this highly regarded linebacker, making his 1st career sack.
And his versatility on display right there. Look, we've known him primarily as a tackler and a cover man, but he can go get the quarterback when the situation calls for it, as he just did right there.
So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later, to truly make up for the earlier miss.
The Broncos offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes. And he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 67 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll keep it on the ground. McLaughlin. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Here comes a big one as this crowd gets out making some noise. It's 3rd and short. Back to throw. Nix got a man and he hits him in stride. And he will have the Broncos first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Nix. Yeah, to the right sideline. And it falls incomplete.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down the field. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
Working out of the gun is Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how he, one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end can be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
Nix from the shotgun. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. That's into the hands of McLaughlin.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Where will the pressure come from? 4th and 6 now. They're going. It's Nix. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Right back to Hubbard. Down to the 42, 2nd down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. On the give, this is Hubbard. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and that should be that.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it. Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So for Dallas, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.